Welcome back to the CIRQUE series. The last race was only 1 week ago in Alta, Utah. The 7-mile course hosted the season's fastest race yet, with winning times coming in under 1 hour. Giselle Slotboom found her stride and ran her way to her second podium and first win of the season. Janelle Lynx was right on Giselle's heels for her second place finish and third podium of the season. Megan Drake's consistent performances are paying off as a third place finish at Alta moved her into first in the overall standings. Jordan experienced her toughest race yet, with mental obstacles plaguing her performance. Her 11th place finish moved her back into 8th in the series. This week, we travel north to Grand Targhee, Wyoming. On the west side of the Tetons, Grand Targhee and the surrounding area offers beautiful views of the famous peaks and endless terrain to explore.
We are in Grand Targhee, Wyoming, and this is race 5 of 7 in the CIRQUE series. My goals are to really have fun, as cliche as that sounds. I really want to be able to control this anxiety early on, like if it does happen, which, it kind of has for every other race. So I want to be able to just control that headspace as much as I can early on and try not to let it get out of control. I know that's not really like a results-driven goal, but that's my biggest goal going into this race.
The course covers 7 miles and climbs 2,200 feet to summit Mary's Nipple and Peaked Mountain before a long winding descent back to the finish line.
You guys can actually burn, but then you realize you're like, oh, yeah. 2 after the race, give it a shot. The food is delicious. It's a hell of a bar.
Experimenting with warm-ups has been kind of an interesting thing throughout this season, but after talking to one of my good buddies, Carly, she told me how I should be doing strides before the race starts, just to get your heart rate elevated a little bit. That way it's not such a jarring feeling from the race start to break out in a sprint. Your heart rate's kind of already ready, so your body's ready, and then your mind is a little bit more prepared. So that's something I've started incorporating, and I think that really helped in this race at Targhee.
So let's get going. Being a badass. And we are inside 20 seconds. So let's start seeing those high fives go up in the air right now. I want to see some action.
This whole season has just been one big learning moment, and I really want to try everything, right? That way going into next year, I have an idea of what works, what doesn't work. And so for all of these races so far, we've been able to run or walk the course before the race. And this weekend at Targhee, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go into it blind and just kind of see what happens. For the start of the race, my heart rate was already elevated from those strides, and I think that was really helpful for me, because then as soon as we broke out into that sprint, into that first straightaway, I felt like my body was prepared, and mentally I think that put me in a good place from the start, and I was able to run with the people that I recognized up that first climb for a little while, and I think that really put me in a better spot compared to Alta the weekend before. So that start was great.
Following the resort service road, the runners take the straightest line to the base of Mary's Nipple. With 2,200 feet of climbing, the smallest amount of vertical gain this season, the finishing times are expected to be fast. After her first win of the season in Alta, Giselle Slotboom opened up a convincing lead at the base of Mary's. Jamie Brusa follows in third, running within striking distance to second.
Something I was really happy about with this race was eventually I did get to that headspace again on the climb, but I was able to be so present and in tune with it that I was able to manage it the entire time. Like, it never fully got away from me, and I think that that was a big win. The course is so beautiful, and I think there's so much single track on this race that, you know, we were able to go through fields of wildflowers and see the Tetons, and like, it was just so pretty that it was hard to not be like, holy cow, I'm here and I get to do this. Like, this is so cool.
Come on, Jamie, kick it, Jamie, kick it. We got Gretel and Jamie Brusa.
Yeah, Jordan! I'm not mad with the results. I got 12th this weekend, and I really wanted to be in that top 10 for this weekend, but I think the fact that I was able to be so present with that anxious headspace and manage it as well as I did and just really work through it was worth maybe not breaking into that top 10. Of course, you always want to be higher up, but I'm pretty happy with being able to work through that and be able to acknowledge what I need to do if it comes up again in another race. So I would say, yeah, I'm happy with where I'm at.
Thanks everybody for coming out. I want to thank all of Grand Targhee Safety Patrol, their ops, their marketing, everything that Grand Targhee Resort does to help facilitate this race. Thank you, Grand Targhee. And thank all of you. Hopefully we'll see you at a Basin race or Switzerland for our closing race of the year. But thank you for today. Hang out, grab a beer at the trap, or chill, or head on home. We'll catch you next year.
Megan Drake finishes 8th in today's race, which was enough to maintain her points lead. Jamie Brusa is only 4 points behind her though. With 2 rounds left in the season, the race for the series leader is heating up. Jordan moves back up to 7th, only 6 points behind Annie Doob. We travel to Colorado next for the second to last race of the season at Arapahoe Basin. Thank you to our sponsors for making these videos possible. Check the video description for more information on our partners.